42-year-old man has just confessed to cutting out and eating a neighbour's heart after 3 people have been killed in Chickasha, Oklahoma. The event unfolded as Lawrence Paul Anderson had been staying with his 67-year-old uncle, Leon Pye, and his aunt, Delsie Pye. He had been living there since he'd been released early from prison on the 18th of January this year. He was initially sentenced to a 20-year term in 2017 after being caught with a gun and dealing in drugs, but he only served 3 of those years. Anderson told the authorities that he went over to his 41-year-old neighbour's house, Andrea Blankenship, on the 9th of February this year, before killing her and cutting out her heart. He explained that he then took the heart back to 214 West Minnesota Avenue, where he cooked it with potatoes to feed his family to release the demons. He then stabbed his uncle and a 4-year-old girl named K.S. Yates to death before he started attacking his aunt. Someone made a 911 call from home that day, but the caller hung up. Chickasha police were dispatched and attempted to make contact with the homeowner. While attempting to make contact at the door, officers heard screams of help from inside the home. Officers forced their way inside the residence and found the uncle and little girl dead. Medics took the aunt to a hospital, who survived the horrific attack and received treatment to her wounded eyes, and Anderson was arrested. The authorities are investigating whether Anderson was under the influence of drugs on the day of the stabbings. At the time of his guilty plea in 2017, he told the judge that he took bipolar medication. The prosecutors are considering their options, including the death penalty, as the case continues. A man remains at large after shooting his 8-month-old daughter in the head during a fight with the child's mother. The incident occurred around 3:30 on Saturday, the 20th of February, in the parking lot of the Hallmark Apartments along Hallmark Drive in Columbia, Tennessee. 21-year-old Kobe Eugene Lloyd and the mother of his children got into an argument when he shot into a vehicle with the mum and the 3 children inside, ages 2, 1 and 8 months old respectively. The youngest of the trio was struck in the head. The baby is in a critical but stable condition at the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. Lloyd is wanted on charges of attempted first-degree murder, felony reckless endangerment, and aggravated child endangerment. Detectives are aggressively pursuing leads to bring Lloyd into custody. A 32-year-old man has been arrested for attempted murder after he dragged a man under his car in Hanford, California. The incident occurred on Monday when Travis Gondola was tracking his girlfriend to the 1800 block of Concord Circle. Gondola drove recklessly up and down the street until neighbours and the victim, 28-year-old Jesse Mitchell, came out to confront him. A heated argument broke out, and it was at this point that Gondola accelerated towards Mitchell, knocking him to the ground and pinning him under the vehicle. The suspect continued to drive away, dragging the victim with him until he came to a stop, which was approximately 150 feet. Gondola exited his car and attempted to flee the scene, but he was detained by a witness who observed the assault. The police were contacted and he was arrested and booked into the Kings County Jail, and his bail is set at $775,000 while he awaits trial.